This is a 4-row repeat pattern. So you want 2 colours and you want 1 colour at one side and 1 colour at the other. You want an even number of threads in this section and in this section, but you can have as many or as few as you want to create your pattern. To get started, I'm going to do forward knots in this section and backward knots with this section. But where the colours are the same, you can really do any direction you want. So to begin, I'm going to do these 2 threads and I'm going to do forward knots. So switching to this section, I'm going to do backward knots. For row 2, you want to ignore the first and last threads, and starting with threads 2 and 3, I'm again going to do forward knots every time I'm going over the same colour in this side. So where I get to threads 8 and 9, I want to do a forward backward knot. So I want to keep the colours in the same order. And then for this section, like I did in row 1, I'm just going to do backward knots for the rest of it. So for row 3, I want to repeat what I did for row 1. I'm going to do forward knots at this side and backward knots at this side. And on this side I'm going to do backward knots. For row 4, again ignoring the first and last threads, you want to start by doing 3 forward knots. And when you get to threads 8 and 9, where the 2 different colours, you want to do a backward forward knot. This again will keep the colours in the same position. And then for the rest of the row, I'm going to do backward knots. And you want to keep repeating these 4 rows all the way down until you've got the bracelet as long as you want it to be. To add an extra detail if you want, you can add a contrast colour bead in each section. So in the white section I'm going to add a black bead, and in the black section I'm going to add a white bead. This is best done on row 2 or 4 where you can put it in the centre of each section. So I'm going to be putting my black bead on threads 4 and 5 in the white section, and my white bead on threads 12 and 13. You may need to use a needle or folded jewellery wire to get your bead on if they're small like mine. And these beads will take the place of your knot. So for the row that you're putting your bead on, you will do your first knot, skip, and then just continue as normal. And I'm going to do mine off centre as well, so I'm going to add the black bead first, and then a bit further down I'm going to add the white bead. And when you finish, you should end up with something that looks like this. So I've finished with a braided tie-on at each end, but you could finish with whichever patterning you prefer. And that is your completed bracelet.